All right, I'm back. Welcome to Defense Like a Jedi. I'm going to do a quick video, and there's just so many things in this game that we all know and everybody knows, and we take for granted everybody knows. But I'm going to go over a couple of things that you guys probably already know. I should close this tab here. What's going on there? Oh, yeah. Training on subsidies. I can't believe there's not anybody, nobody watching this video should know that you can't train on subsidies. I did find somebody that's been in a game for a while that didn't know if you attack with all siege, you get no damage. So I just go through and I try to pick about 20 to 25% of all my siege at every layer. That way, like if I slid this way over, when I get to the next preset, I would run out of siege. So I want to make sure I'm never using more than 25% of a siege preset, but just have some in every layer and none of your other layer. And that way, when you attack, you won't get any damage. And when you get damage on a subsidy, they die and you can't heal them or save them. So you're just throwing away troops. So, but it looks like, I did a video that I'll have to go back and delete, that it was kind of a glitch where you could send the same march 5 times at a subsidy or 6 times with the same generals, so you could level up so quickly. It was awesome. I wish I would have did every general I had, but it just takes time, right? So, but now the way the new auto select feature, I'm making up words here, but that's what I want to call it. Auto select feature. If I click on the sub and attack, it automatically goes to a preset. Now it'll go to the next available preset. Now I'm on preset 2, and it'll automatically select preset 3 for me. And now it'll go back to the first one because I took enough time. I hope you're looking up on the top where I am. So it's automatically selecting the preset, whereas before you used to have to go find the right one. So it kind of makes it much quicker. So I can send out my 4 marches really quickly. And it's pretty snazzy. So the reason I'm training today is I'm taking my Covenant generals and the Covenant assistant generals. I don't know what the hell you call the bracket of generals that would provide the hand holding that these guys need in order to make them the next best general. So now that I've got most of those done, I've actually went over to I didn't mean to do that. I've went over to training some of the gathering generals. I do gather a lot, call me what you want. Call me a name for gathering. I usually have 3 marches out gathering all the time now. Reason being, I have a bot that joins rallies for me. So I'm limited in stamina. I don't have the most amount of stamina. If all I did was join rallies, I'd be out of stamina tomorrow. So that way I have three joining rallies and 3 gathering at all times. I'm making this point even longer, but most of you should know that with your gathering generals, is it politics? The politics is what gives you gathering speed. And I think march speed is in leadership. You guys can put that in the comments as well. But another thing, like since the new option where you quick cultivate, and you can do, it won't let me cultivate this one, but let's find a general. This is taking longer than I wanted it to as well. I like my sonatas, as you can tell. We've talked about this. 2 pieces of dragon or general's gear gives you that attack, that set minus 5% attack, and then 4 pieces of dragon give you the minus 10 attack and defense, and then him himself gives you 5% attack debuff on the monsters, and then star 1 and 2 give you stamina reduction. So between him and Nathaniel Green, it knocks off like 35% cost. So for every, if you're putting for every Viking that's 10, it usually costs me 7 or 8 stamina. So, and then when you get to the bigger bosses, if it's a 50, you're going to save 15% stamina. It adds up. All right, so let's say we're going to cultivate this guy. When you go to this cultivate option, you can pick first you have to pick politics and then unclick it. You guys should know this too. But since they updated these options and gave you the 100 times down on the bottom where it's 2,000 gems, you can go way over 500 on your last spin. Normally you could get like 505. Well, now you saw my Gathering General is actually at 558. So I'm not a real serious gatherer. I never place top 10 in the gathering events. My farms, because I have nothing else to spend Blood of Heirs on, I do take Queen Jindiak to level 1 red stars, and I only do that during Trial of Knights. So you get extra gathering speed there. I'm not going to waste Blood of Heirs on my main account on gathering. Sorry. So in that respect, if you get enough, what do you call these orbs that you need for this stuff, you could actually beef up your Queen Jindiak on a farm as well, or an altar. Genghis calls them family members accounts because he's afraid to get banned. Okay, so that's that. What I wish I would have done from day one is only focused on my Queen Jindiaks. I made the mistake of actually taking, like, this is a food gathering general. This guy here, so he's my lead general. I used to gather a lot for food, so if I gather for food, I use this guy, and then I send Queen Jindiak as an assistant. So my mistake is that I cultivated these guys. Look, he's got 575. He went 75 over what you're allowed to because of that new method. So my mistake is I wish I would have just did the Queen Jindiaks and then did the politics on her, and then she would always lead, and then I could send whatever assistant I wanted. But now when I send assistants, it automatically picks, well, I have one good Queen Jindiak. If I sent her out, the next march we'll just do it. We're bored. The next march would default to these guys, and it's just like, oh, what a pain. I always want a Queen Jindiak because the amount of resources you get is astronomical compared to a little bit of gathering speed. So what I did want to just do with you guys, for you guys, is I kind of wanted to see the difference. So let's find a tile number 4. We're going to do this together. Nice and painful. It's not going to be a slow video anymore. We're going to take these two, and we're just going to undress them. What kind of video? Now everybody looked at their phone that was driving. And when I said we're going to undress them, they actually looked at their phone. You perverts. I just want everything equal. And now we can compare the two. So this is a level 36, and it's at 568. 810 plus 568. So this guy, we're going to send out right now. My number 2. I have a 39 and a 36 level, so let's send him out. So we're going to send out my 36. Funny, oh, lame. Funny, my 36 is ranked higher. Come on now. Bear with me here. So we're going to level 4 tile. This is my level 36 that we just looked at. Can I even look at him now? All right. So we're going to send him out. And I just want to see how much quicker give up and use this feature. So 7 minutes and 30 seconds is how long it would take that general. Now we're going to take this level 39. And he's got quite a bit more gathering stats. No gear. We're going to see how much difference it really makes between a level 39 and a level 36. See if it's less than 7 minutes and 30 seconds. it was 7 seconds shorter. So it just gives me an idea of, if we're looking at these generals, I'm not going to do that math. So 810 and 568 added 7 seconds versus, this is great video here. 810 and 560. So he's got another, bear with me here, 65 political points, and that gained me 7 seconds out of 7.5 minutes. So that probably extrapolates to a bigger number when you get up to the, let's stick with this test and let's go somewhere where there's some level 16s. I'm going to abandon my sub here for a little bit. What I want to do with this subsidy is, it is a construction subsidy, also known as Europe. So I want to donate this to the server. That way anybody can train whenever they want, but then when somebody wants to start a build, like say you're doing Keep 40, you can come here and grab this sub before you start. You'll gain 15% construction speed. Obviously, if you did 11 subs like this at the same time, that would be pretty amazing. I've seen other subs or other servers do that with subs. Our server, we got a lot of turds, but those turds spend their daddy's money on this game, so they would need that. It would benefit them, so they would probably go along with it, even though they're, kind of selfish, spoiled brats that are hard to get along with, because it would benefit them. I think they would do it. I don't build much because I'm trying to stay small at Keep 37. I don't really need the sub. It's other than training. So if I can donate it, I'm going to donate it. All right, let's get to the forest here. We're going to, that ain't the forest. Whatever, good enough. Let's just pour it in here. You didn't think I was going to edit all this out, did you? That would make me a good YouTuber. You guys should know by now. Okay, so I'm going to pour it to that guy. I am going to just occupy with the level 36. Now if I look in this window, it should do the math for me. So he's 1378. I'm looking down here at the politics. Whoops. I don't know what that plus 45 is. Usually I thought that was when you had like a dragon or something on. You guys can tell me what the plus 45 means. So the level 36, we're going to march. And I'm going to pull them off right away. It's 3 hours and 45 minutes. Okay, let's try to occupy with the level 39. I have a level 40. Oh, let's stay consistent. This one is at 1433 plus 49. So we're looking at 3 hours and 45 minutes here. Where's my level 39? There we go. Let's see the difference. 3 hours and 45 to 3 hours and 40. So I'm saving less than 5 minutes. It was like 4.5 minutes. Let's pull them off and see what this level 40 can do. This level 40 is 1465. I don't remember what the other one was. That ain't much difference. Is this usable? Do we care this much about gathering? 340 was the last general. This is 3 hours and 35 minutes. That's another 4 minutes knocked off. I wonder if I have an even weaker general just to show you what like a level I must have. Like a crappy one would be, just to show you my lowest one was 36 that we use. Let's see what else we got here. Level. Oh, I guess I don't have that many. You want me to just send a turd? I'll just send a turd. Has no gathering speed. See how much gathering speed I'm making up. So instead of 3 hours and it's, I knocked off almost a couple hours, hour and a half with my gathering speed for my generals. That's with no gear, I suppose. Oh, my level 40 had gear on too, so that wasn't a true test. Knocked another 5 minutes off, but I had gathering speed on there. That's interesting. Do I have gathering speed active? My bot is supposed to do that for me, but I didn't have the bot running today, so I think that'll make any difference. So we'll take the general that gave us 3 hours and 55 minutes. Is that what it was? 3 hours and 35 minutes. I did not want to spend as much time. So I just knocked off 15 minutes with that gathering boost. Let's bring it back home and let's put my number one Queen Jindiak on there. Let's let the bot pick it for us. Queen Jindiak and then Yoshihiro. So we went from 320 we were just at. What do we got here? 318. So 11 minutes, almost 309, I mean. 11 minutes knocked off there. So it all adds up a little bit, but it's not like you're cutting the time in half. Although with no gathering general, we knocked off a good 40% gathering time. That's not nothing. All right. I think that's it for today. If you were bored enough to listen to gathering, I don't think I have anything else to throw at you. So, I did get a comment that it was the thing where you threw batons at the dragons. That was the event that gave oodles of blood of errors to the people that knew to spend money on it. Every level gave them, blood of errors. I just wish I would have known. I really missed out on that. It's big no-no that Evony let some people take advantage of it and not others. So, all right, that's it. I don't need to show you my Covenant generals that I did, right? Okay. I'm out of here. Until next time.